Alright guys, Desross Airsoft here again today for a review of the Wolverine Airsoft SMP. Okay, so for those of you who haven't heard of the Wolverine SMP before, SMP just stands for single moving part, which is just the air nozzle. It's the only thing that moves on the gun, which leads to a lot less failure in the system, a lot less maintenance you have to do. The only maintenance you really need for this is just lubing every now and then on the O-rings, and you'll be good. Also, the whole advantage to this system is just it's a lot more consistent, reliable, and just overall trigger response and just having freedom to do what you want with your gun. Okay, so a couple things that come in the box going from left to right are a instruction manual, which is very useful if you have no experience of how to put the system in your gun or just are new to HPA like I am, and you just need it to learn the basics pretty much. It's very useful for that. I would highly recommend reading it before you start taking things apart. It'll definitely come in handy. Next thing is the FCU, which plugs right into the data cable, which I cannot show you right now because it is installed in my gun, but I will show you momentarily. And that just plugs right in on the little white part that you see at the top of it. And the other plug is for the battery, which powers the FCU, which is also included, which is white. And this is a 7.4 volt LiPo, so you are going to need to have a LiPo charger to charge this battery. It is very important for the gun to work. If you don't have a LiPo, then the gun won't work. So that's obviously very important. And the next thing is a fitting for like a screw-on type line, I'm assuming. I have no experience with this line. I use a QD fitting, which I will show you in just a second, which will come with pretty much every aftermarket line that you buy, but if it will not come with it, then you can buy them separately for $8 or so. And I'm sure you can buy this from your local hardware store as well. Okay, so before I take apart my gun, I would like to go over your air, rig, and all of that. And the things in front of you are your lines. This one is from a Polar Star Fusion engine. This is what comes with the Polar Star, and this is an aftermarket one from Amped Airsoft. This one's 36 inches. I believe the black one from the Polar Star is 33-ish. I'm not really sure. I know it's a little shorter than the Amped one. But both of them work fine. They both have the QD fittings on them, which I'll show you in just a second, a little closer up. And these right here, the QD fittings. So basically, you just pull that down, slide that on, and lock it, and it's as easy as that. And a couple of tanks I want to show you are right here. Okay, so a couple of the tanks are right here. One of them is the 48 3000 Ninja paintball tank, and the other one is the Amp Custom 62 3000 aluminum tank. Both of them are aluminum and they want to roll. But both of these tanks hold the same amount of air. As you can see, one is just a little bigger. And this one is also SLP and this one is non-SLP. So that's the only difference in these two, but they both function exactly the same. And if you're new to HPA, I will show you how to install the regulator and the line onto your tank right now. Okay, so as you can see here, I do have the amped tank. This one is the SLP one, because I do have a SLP regulator. SLP meaning super low pressure, which means basically just the air that comes out of the tank is at a lower pressure than a non-SLP regulator, which is not only a little cheaper, but is also a little easier to understand. And me being new to HPA, I definitely wanted this one. And it's definitely something that I would recommend to any first-time HPA users. So to install it, the first thing that you need to do is make sure the knob on your regulator is loosened, and the reason why is because it'll turn your air on if it is not loosened and you won't be able to install it. So once that's loosened, all you need to do is just put it on your tank and tighten it, and make sure it gets all the way tight, and it'll stop just like that whenever it is tight. So then you're just going to twist this knob, and you can see air just went in. and you just want to tighten this down. Some tanks and regulators will not function if they're tightened all the way down. It just depends on your tank, I guess. I'm not really sure why. I just know that's how it is. So as you can see, my regulator is right at about 70 psi, and this keeps the gun right at about 360 FPS is what it turned with last time. And just to adjust this, all you need to do is pull this knob up like that until it flips, and you can just move it left. You can see it go down or right. To add more, you can see that. I like to keep mine right at about 70, and then you just click it right down. And there you go. Now I will install the line and show it shooting. Okay, so here's the QD fitting that is on your regulator, and you just want to take this end of your line and just plug that in there, and then just press that in and click it, and you're good. Okay, so now that your air is plugged in, all you need to do is take your line, pull this down, and there you go. So now your gun should function once it's installed, obviously, and mine does. So now I'm going to take it apart and show you guys what it comes with, and just show you what it looks like inside your gun. Okay, so here's the SMP inside of a gearbox. I don't have it taken apart all the way because it's not really necessary for today's video. But if you guys would like to see an installation video, comment below and let me know, and I will definitely do one of those. But for the purposes of today's video, I'm not going to be doing that. But as you can see here, it is installed in a Tri-Tac CRB, and it fit perfectly in the gearbox shell. Actually, it fit better, in my opinion, than some, because the Tri-Tac receiver has threads on the back here for your stock, so you actually don't even need the little adapter that it comes with for your buffer tube screw, which makes things a little simpler, in my opinion, and it was just a nice thing that I didn't really think about. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in the air and show you what happens whenever you do that. Alright guys, so here's the gun, and I'm going to pull the nozzle out just so you can see. Alright, so after you're done shooting, usually this is how your nozzle is going to be, and after you unplug your air. But as soon as you plug in your air, you can see that it shoots back, and the reason for this is, on AEGs, this doesn't happen obviously because it's not HPA, but whenever you go to shoot it, your nozzle will be extended out, and this means you'll have to shoot a couple times for your BBs to start feeding. And the purpose of this is whenever you plug in air, your BBs from your hop-up will automatically go into the chamber, and they'll just sit right here automatically, so you won't have to shoot before to get BBs in your mag, or in your hop-up rather. And so that's just a nice feature, and I'm going to shoot it a couple times here just to show you guys. So you can see it's pretty fast. Again, I have it set at about 75 psi, and full auto here. And yeah, that's pretty fast. And then you unplug your air, and it'll usually stay right there. And yeah, so that's that. Alright guys, so this pretty much concludes the video for today. Again, let me know if you guys want an installation video, and I'll definitely do that. I will also probably do a tuning video for the FCU just to kind of show you guys what the FCU can do, and you know, my settings and whatever, and just to show you the best way to go ahead and set that up, just for best efficiency and all that. So yeah, and I just want to go ahead and apologize for not uploading in a while. I understand that it's been a couple weeks now. I do apologize. We're definitely working on that. Just things come up. But nonetheless, here's this video, and just comment down below if you want the installation video and the tuning video. This has been an overview of the Wolverine SMP. Thank you guys. See you guys later.